Hello.
Hello, hello. This is Melvin.
Excellent.
I'm sorry. Okay, here I am. How you doing?
I see.
You see
Can
me?
you hear me okay?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you fine. Is
Yes,
it Brother Daryl?
No, this is Melvin White.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. How you doing, my brother?
Hey, how you doing? I'm a little early, I know. I was making sure I could get on.
No, I love to get set up, then I can relax for until it kicks off. So I'm with you.
Right.
So man, what you doing, man? I can't wait to look at the cities so we can tie that in, man.
Yeah. I got
so people know.
Yeah, it's definitely over 50 cities that we've identified. So, and I looked at your thing. Most of them, they basically probably the same cities, majority of them. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Now you got relationships with the people there already. Well, like
I got relationships in well, of course, Chicago, Milwaukee, Indianapolis, Boston, Seattle, Washington, Little Rock, Arkansas. Quite a few of them I got relationships with. They're just ready for us to really put down what we got to do here, starting here in St. Louis. We got a lot of grants that's out there right now, and hopefully within the next couple months, a lot of them be coming through. And hoping to meet with the Congresswoman Cori Bush. She's from St. Louis, actually. And I heard they got some funds that they're distributing as well. So
now, like you got a price tag on what you're doing, like the big picture, what it's gonna cost?
Oh man, we talking. If you talk about St. Louis alone, it's hundreds of millions of dollars involved because it's a lot of different. Can you still see me? Because
I can't. I've never been able to see you.
Hold up, let me see something. Cause my screen switched over to a whole nother little thing. Hold on.
And I see we've been joined by someone else. Let's see who else we got on here.
Okay, hold on, let me get back out where I was.
All right, we got Superstar Princess on with us as well. And Daryl too. So yeah, awesome. Welcome, Princess and Daryl.
So you never did, you still can't see me, you said? Hold up.
Nah, your camera is off. It's showing me the red with the line through it. So it's showing that your camera is still off.
All right, there you go. What about now?
Now, okay. Let me go and look now and see. All right, yep, I can see you now.
All right.
Yeah, awesome. Now we should be able to see our other guests as well. I see Princess, mute is on, but the video is showing, but I can't see you. So Princess, are you on here? I mean, I know you're on here, but I can't see a picture yet. Video.
Oh, hello, can you hear me now?
Yes,
Hi.
I can hear you and see you. Wonderful, thank you, welcome. Excellent. So yeah, we get started in a couple minutes. I was just talking with Melvin with the project he's doing. I think that's gonna have spiritual impact, on Black people. So we got a superstar in Chicago that believes in cleaning up blocks and neighborhoods. And that ties in, like all the Dr. King spaces in every zip code across Black America, having that clean and green team to just make it harder for you to litter when you see your people out there cleaning up.
Yeah,
definitely.
that's true.
Yeah, excellent. And Princess, you help me real quick. What is it that you do? Were you on with Reeving yesterday?
No, I'm a part of the ministry staff with Shirley Page.
She spoke about you. Okay, all right, good. All right. Well, I'm hoping she's gonna be on here.
Yeah, she invited us. So, and Daryl, that's my husband. He's on here.
Salute, Brother Daryl. Salute to you. Awesome.
How y'all doing today?
Excellent. I'm a military guy, so we go literally at 7 o'clock. We go kick it off, you guys, and respect everybody's seconds. So I see we have a person that dialed in. Who called in as well?
Hi, this is Jennifer Price.
Yay, Jennifer, it's so important that you're on here so you can hear how this conversation goes. And we're going to get started in a few seconds here with introductions. So thank you. And I promise you guys, I'd never meet over an hour. So we're going to be under an hour no matter what. And if you have to get off, that's fine as well. But we definitely go respect everybody's time. So, and it is recording, so you guys know and you'll be able to go back and look at it on our YouTube channel as well. So it's 7 o'clock. Let's kick off. We always begin with introductions. And what we do with introductions, you guys, is we state our name, of course, the zip code, and I'll tell you why that matters so much. And then what is it that you want to see happen before you go home, before you're called home, or when you leave this earth? And what that does, it lets people know what's most important to you. So I start us off. My name is Cy Smith. My zip code is 46402. That's Gary, Indiana. And before I leave this earth, I want to see Black people loving each other, supporting each other, doing business with each other while traveling back and forth between here and the continent as if it's not a big deal. So that's what I want to see before God called me home. So let's start with Princess. You mind?
No, my name is Princess Brown. I'm in the zip code of 63034, which is St. Louis, Missouri. And I would like to see a mighty move of God. All people, including Black people, especially being able to make a great impact in the earth and to be able to revitalize areas where a lot of Black people live with just new great infrastructure for their living conditions and working conditions.
Princess, thank you. We heard some background noise, so if you guys can mute until you're going to speak, that'd be amazing. All right. So we also have, I wanted to get the ladies out first, if you guys didn't mind. So any superstar, it is Women Month. So what woman want to step up next and do their introduction?
Do we have
Anyone?
it living on?
You
Can
have
you-
it. It's on you.
You can see me? I'm sure.
Is that Pastor Page speaking?
Yeah.
I
This
can't.
is sure. Hey, you can hear me? Or you Cy Smith?
I am Cy Smith. Yes.
All right, then. Nice to meet you.
Did you hear the
And-
introductions? The way we're doing introductions, your name, zip code, and what you want to see happen before you leave this earth.
Oh boy.
The brief version. The brief version. So-
Thank you. Oh my God. My zip code is 63034. Oh God. What I want to see before I leave this earth, more men and women coming to Christ, knowing who Christ is. I want to see
Okay.
it. That's all I have to say.
No. I know you got more, but that let.
I'm just saying, yeah, you said the brief version, and that's it. I want to, that's what I see. I want to see more men, women, and children coming to Christ, coming to know who the Lord is.
No. We got you. I made a little note here, so that's perfect. Jamaica,
Okay.
you want to go?
Sure. My name is Jamaica Smith, zip code 606. I'm sorry. I'm not in 46402. And that's in Gary, Indiana. We split time from Chicago, Gary, Georgia, so some of them zip codes be confusing me. Before I leave this earth, I will just love to play my part in helping women identifying their purpose and passion in life so they can live a more fulfilled life.
Excellent. All right, good. All right, so Jennifer, are you there in Chicago?
I am.
All right.
I am
Could you-
Jennifer Price. No problem. I'm Jennifer Price. I'm over zip code 60644. And what I would love to know before I leave this earth, I would love to know that I had made a difference in someone else's life besides my household. That's what I would love to know.
Well, like a true champ. All right, we got Sister April on.
Yes, good evening. name is April Griffin. My zip code is 63106. And one of the things I like to see happen before I leave is that we have large retail shopping stores and opportunities in North St. Louis.
Spoken well. Thank you. Excellent. All right. Now, is it Dinah Garner? Diana?
Yes.
Deanna Gardner.
Deanna. All right. You want to take it, Deanna?
My zip code is 63042. And I would like to see the promises of God manifest on the earth before I leave.
Woo-hoo.
All the
Spoken
promises of God.
I love it. I love it. All right. We got Brother Melvin on. He was on with me early. Melvin, you want to go ahead?
Okay, my name is Melvin White. I'm calling out the 63109 zip code out of St. Louis, Missouri. And I want, what I like to see before I leave this earth is to change the landscape of our urban communities from blighted communities to beautiful, thriving communities, and also give our youth an opportunity to have the same opportunity as the non-Blacks have.
Powerful, powerful. We got Brother Ira on. Ira, I spelled your last name wrong, but sir, you have the floor. Brother Ira, you're on mute. I see you on mute, so you have to unmute. Yeah, you're still on mute. While we wait on Brother Ira, I believe we have, who else left? Daryl, Brother Daryl.
Good evening. My name is Daryl Brown. I live in 63034. One thing that I would love to see before I leave this earth is all of my children serving the Lord and getting to know him in a personal relationship.
I love it. I love it. Excellent. All right. So, okay, there's Brother Ira. All right, it's on you, Brother Ira. We're doing introductions.
Okay, Ira, folks, St. Louis, Missouri. My zip code is 63134. One of the things I'd like to see before I leave this earth, okay, is really our people as Blacks begin to work together as a team amongst ourselves, and naturally that will go down to our children.
Spoken well. All right. Did I leave anyone out? All right. So we're getting started here at 7:07. I was saying to some of our people who was on earlier, we never go over 60 minutes. So if you guys need to jump off, that's fine as well. We're recording it. You'll be able to come back and look at it. But at least we'll go until 8 o'clock. Just so you guys know, yesterday, Reven Fellows out of Chicago put me and Sister Shirley Page on the phone together. While we did that, he also connected Melvin White. He connected several other people, and it blossomed into, it was a spiritual love fest on Chicago, St. Louis, Gary, and yesterday Mr. Folks was on as well. And the timing was so beautiful because every fourth Tuesday, we have this nation and St. Louis conversation, and we connect dots and build strong relationships with St. Louis. So you guys are part of history. We never had this many St. Louis people on. There's normally 3 or 4 people from St. Louis on. So I want to just thank you guys for taking time out. And I'm gonna go into a little bit about background about myself, and then what the National Block Club University is and what linkage we have with your city. And then, of course, we want everyone to talk about what you're doing and how you can access, or you can tell us how to support you as well. We believe in supporting each other no matter what. And because it's every fourth Tuesday, the next one we're looking at is April 26th, and it just keeps going. So this is always a platform for you guys. Whenever you can invite anyone, it's public, they can tap in. So background about myself, you heard my wife speak, Jamaica Smith. So I'm a married father of 4, grew up in the projects of Chicago, been around shooting and killing since 1981, joined the Navy, traveled around the world, took a concept I saw with the Navy and figured it for what we can use in Black America to make things different. I always tell people, I believe from a spiritual standpoint, what's happened to Black people, it's really about doing right by humans. But of course, we know what's happened to Black people. So that's why I'm intentional about saying Blacks, because I think when we do right by Blacks, we love everyone, and that'll have a trickle down effect with every other group in this world. And so I'm very, very, of course, not racial, but intentional about talking about helping and doing for Black people. And in doing that, I think it'll trickle down to everyone else. So the National Block Club University, their whole focus is about this shooting and killing. I can pull up here, and I got some slides to show you guys. I can pull up here who been shot, killed, stabbed, and raped throughout Black America. And it is so painful because these are our people who are losing their lives. And so what we do, the National Block Club University, we believe in three things primarily. The first thing is making sure that every single block where we are, that we build a relationship. So even though our title is Block Club, National Block Club, is really block by block, because whether it's a block club or not, we just want to make sure we're meeting the people in each of these troubled territories where we have violence happening, and we find out what is it that God gave them to do. Because each person has a mission. They have something that God birthed them to do. And with the right layers of support, LOS, then they can realize that, and we want to be that layer of support to do that. So that's what we do. The second thing we do is we believe in young people taking trips. We've been coming to St. Louis since 2003 with the Chicago children, the Gary children. We had Milwaukee children with us at a point. So travel, we think, is critical for the development of these young minds. When we travel to these cities, we go where others have been shot and killed. So we travel to sometimes the most troubled territories. So in St. Louis, we're over there in North St. Louis on 5400 block of Wren, Robin, Oreo, pardon my expression of it, but those are the territories. Zip code 63120 is our strong zip code there where we had the most relationships at. And so the children traveling, we believe, is gonna broaden their thought process, give them more to think about. And so we've had our young people all the way in Coney's Island, New York City, of course, Atlanta, Memphis. So we have videos and all that stuff, but our vision for St. Louis is to have the St. Louis children doing so much travel across America that they just won't have time for foolishness. That idle mind won't be in the devil's workshop from our standpoint. And the third thing we do is clean up. And that's why when we met Brother Melvin White with what he's doing with Dr. King streets all over, when we come, cleaning up is a part of that. And so that falls under this acronym WRT. That's work, recreation, training. So the work is, in that case, cleaning up. The recreation is why they want to come out of town and travel. And then the training is learning something that they didn't know going in, whether it's about the geography, about our history, or about whatever profession and trade that they have. So that's what National Block Club University is focused on. And I want to make sure we open it up so you guys can talk too. The other thing I want to tell you is the linkages for St. Louis. So Jennifer Price, who's on right now, she's what we call the governor of Chicago's 60644 zip code. That zip code is one of 20, and that zip code uniquely is assigned to St. Louis, Missouri. So no other zip code out of Chicago's 20 Black zip codes is assigned to St. Louis except Jennifer's zip code. Now what that means, and that's why I asked Jennifer to be on tonight, she's in training too. This is her second month. Anything we do to support you guys in St. Louis from Chicago will go through Jennifer. So that's why I wanted her to listen in on how I present to you guys, because she would be the person that'll make sure that resources come to you guys, whether it's monetary resources, manpower. You guys have an event coming up and you need people and we're going to be able to be down there. It will go through Jennifer Price, the governor of zip code 60644. Also, Ivory Coast or Cote d'Ivoire is the African country that we assigned to St. Louis and also 60644. that's their sign right there. That's their flag right here, Côte d'Ivoire right there. And so with today, every fourth Tuesday being St. Louis is one day out the month, because Côte d'Ivoire is linked to you guys, it's their one day out the month in Africa as well. So all the other African countries in Africa know today is Côte d'Ivoire, every fourth Tuesday. And then the last linkage is all attorneys, all lawyers in America are assigned to St. Louis. So that's the last links. I gave you a career link, I gave you the Chicago zip code link and the African link. And then I want to now get you guys thoughts on that, but those are the links. And after I get you guys thoughts, I'm gonna show you specifically how we believe St. Louis can benefit from our structure. So let me pause there. Anyone have any thoughts, concerns, questions, please?
I just want to know how will we be able to reach out to, do they have emails or numbers that we have to be able to contact individuals?
Yep, exactly. Well, I think, Melvin, all of you guys on the phone now, I think Sister Paige got most people on the phone. So if you guys are open, the people who was on the phone with us yesterday, I did connect us all with the phone numbers, but we have quite a few new people here. So if Sister Paige and her team is open, we should be able to share everyone's phone number and emails on this call, on this Zoom right here. So we'll take a vote on that if everyone is open for that and get that shared to everyone on this call.
Okay.
All right.
Double check. I know I wrote most of them down, but I wanted to double check. I made sure I had everyone's.
Oh yeah. All right, so I'm going to show the first slide if you guys don't have any questions, so you can see the bigger picture of what we're trying to do here. So what you're looking at right here, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit, is every grade in St. Louis, kindergarten to 12th grade. What we've have done nationwide, so this is only talking about St. Louis, is we've assigned professions to each grade. And what that means is we're saying to, let's just take a daycare provider. No, that's a bad one. Let's go down to third grade, restaurant. So if we meet a restaurant owner in St. Louis, the conversation is, can you agree to help support a third grader in St. Louis? And if that restaurant owner say, I do all grades, we go say, great. But we're trying to be intentional. So if you can say yes to third graders, what that's gonna allow us to do is when we're out meeting people block by block and finding out the third graders and all the zip codes, we would know where to link them to for different type of activities, whether it's spelling bee competitions, whether it is any math type of competitions that we're doing, and the restaurants with finances. So it might be the Sweetie Pie's $25 award for the best spelling bee person in St. Louis. So that's how all of these professions are asked to support that grade. And of course, if that parent don't have winter boots for that third grader, we might ask Sweetie Pies, hey, can we rally around and get some boots for this family here? So this structure, it allows us to know who to go to once we hear what the need is, who to go to once we hear what the request is. What do you guys think about that?
Well, this is our folks speaking. Naturally, I think it's a great idea. Anytime that you can narrow, your ask to what needs to be done, and especially come to our young people, because here in St. Louis, not only are they kind of just needing help and direction, and they definitely need supplies and things such as that, especially like boots and food and stuff like that. But I kind of applaud you guys for this my first time here, just seeing what's going on. That is definitely something that's needed.
Yes, sir. I think it's an awesome idea.
When I heard what you do, my light bulb went off, because you being in the business world, you probably know all 64 of these professions here.
Well, the Missouri Black Chamber of Commerce, we have the entire state of Missouri, and so St. Louis is just one of our cities that we have, in our network. and unfortunately, we just started organizing in St. Louis. We started in Kansas City and Hayti. We just moved to St. Louis right before the pandemic hit. So right now we are in a process of organizing businesses in the St. Louis area, and so this will be something that we can put in our toolkit as we go forward.
Yes, sir. Now, like I said, I see great synergy, great synergy. Now, let me tell you, RAY, just so you guys know, that R means retirees. The R means retirees. So who's the retired painter? Who's the retired restaurant owner? Who's the retired U.S. Marine? Who's the retired police officer? And then the A is just an adult, someone in their prime that's in that profession. And then the Y is some young person. What young person want to become a martial arts person? What young person want to become a firefighter? So this one piece of paper here is for every block to fill out. Remember, we're not block clubs, even though that's the title. It's every block filling this out. On that block, how many chefs? How many accountants? Are they retirees, adults, or youth? On that block, how many photographers? Any thoughts on that, you guys?
Well, again, just looking at the list that you have here, and, excuse me, for those areas, well, I guess we have to identify a little bit more, and I'm not familiar as much as I was in the community in the past about those different areas to see exactly who lives there, to be honest with you.
I'm not able
So let me tell you how that recruiting happens. So the recruiting happens every conversation with each person. When I first talked to Sister Shirley Page, I asked her about her connections in Mississippi. I asked her specific questions. And as she gave me that information, I was able to start linking. So it's a person by person done task. So we can put this out there to the public, but it really requires you to really just have a one-on-one conversation with people and find out what.
Well, I agree.
And I'm not asking you guys to do that. I just want y'all to know what we do. So I just want y'all to be aware of what this is, the daily work that we do right here. Okay.
Yes,
any questions? I'm gonna go to the next slide. Any thoughts or questions before we close this one out? And this is, trust me, you guys, we do not expect you to remember all this. We hope this is one of many conversations that we're gonna have with you guys. We hope to have you guys here in Chicago and Gary. We hope to come down there. So this is just the beginning of what we hope is a long, productive relationship to help our people out.
I have one question about that graph that you just showed us.
Yes.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Oh yeah, I can hear you.
When I was looking on it and I saw the different grade levels and I saw the different professions, someone called me today about something. I want to ask you how that might go into your graph. They call me because they've been asked to do their.
My brother calls me Melissa.
A vocational training. They've been asked to train.
Someone has to mute. Sorry, Sister Paige. Can you guys mute until you're going to speak, so that way we won't have any interruptions? So you said someone called you about vocational training?
Well, I called it a vocational training, but they have some children at the high school that are interested in becoming pastry chefs, learning how to make cakes and decorate them. And so now this girl owns a bakery, but now she's getting ready to start training students to become pastry chefs. So are you saying that if there are children who perhaps would be interested in that, I could reach out to her, ask her if she would take them on and allow them to come into her class? Is that what you're saying? Is this what this is? What
you just described is probably advanced. And I would say, let's not start with advanced. Let's start at beginners. So beginners is huh?
But is that the idea? Is that basically what you're doing?
That's exactly the idea. Okay. But what should happen next is me, you, and the baker getting on the phone. We'll find out her zip code. And here's why the zip code is so important. Every piece of data we get, we group it by zip code because that means they're in somewhat close proximity. So what that means, if we find out that literally in the same zip code is another baker, it makes sense for that baker and this baker in the same zip code to know each other so they can have more impact inside that zip code. Then the next conversation we'll have with your baker is how much capacity does he or she have? Can she handle 10, 20, 30? Does she have the budget for it? Is it something we're going to have to ask to get funding for her? So this is great that you have at least the topic covered, bakers and helping children, but there's some questions we need to talk about to find out specifically how to engage and make it practical and sustaining. But yeah, let's connect. My number is public. Give it to anyone.
That my mind was on track, that it was what I'm thinking, so that it would be easier for me to follow. But I'm good. Please proceed.
Yep. And I will email this to everyone. If you just the number, text me your email, and I will get that to everybody, all of those documents. So here's the next slide here, and this here is what you're going to look at. I want to point this out. Here it comes right here. Give it 1 second. Okay. Can you guys see that yet?
Yeah, I can see it.
So our background is the stopping the violence. So please know anything that you hear me talk about is centered around the shooting and killing that's happening. And to me, what this indicates, when we look at all our cities and the people being shot and killed, it's an indicator that whatever that's happening, thank God that we have people fighting against it, especially in the spiritual realm, but we still see the end result of our people being killed. So it says we can use some help. And I say that so that hopefully, humbly, you guys will say, we don't want you guys here. Like you guys will welcome and say, we want whatever it's gonna take because the bloodshed needs to stop. So I say that humbly again, so that you guys will welcome and say, let's collaborate and work together because I can see a benefit of what you're talking about. So please don't take that out of alignment in disrespect, but let me explain that out of alignment. As you can see, if you put a key, which if I give you the key to my house, I'm giving you access, but if you don't put that key in the right way, you don't have access. So even though I gave you the physical key, you must line it up in the hole the right way in order to come in. I believe when you look at Black America, all 20 of our cities with the shooting and killing, and I can show you guys the slide, it's totally unacceptable. And the biggest challenge that I see is that we are two things. We're out of alignment and we're off schedule. We're out of alignment and we're off schedule. We have great people doing what God called them to do in various arenas. And we have also people who are helping people every single day. When we line it up, when we get in, like in the military, I'm a Navy guy, when we get in formation, now we maximize whatever God gave you to do. Now we can maximize it because you got layers of support. Now we can sustain it longer because it's not just you. So that's what we mean by out of alignment. It's not that St. Louis is doing something wrong, because this is even in Chicago and Gary, like Black America is out of alignment. So this is just the flyer specifically for you guys. And if you see underneath there, 75%, 15%, 10%, I want to talk about that real quick. The masses of our people are just trying to get by, just living their life. They not coming to meetings, rallies, protests, news conferences. They just trying to make it every day. We look at 15% of our people that's highly focused on the spiritual aspect, out there bringing people to Christ, whatever the faith is. And then 10% is part of a specialized special interest group, whether it's a motorcycle club, bike club, anti-violence group, youth group. And what we've seen over the years, we've been at this 27 years, we've seen at meeting after meeting, the same people. We've seen people get burnt out and get angry and bitter because they tried for 20 years and it didn't work. And they say, I'm done with all that. And it takes extra work to get them back off the sidelines to get back active. So please know that what you're going to see on the left side here is design. God put this out here for us in a certain way so that we reduce burnout. We reduce the burden of having to do it all. We line ourselves up so that we can share responsibility, share the cost, and it's not all on one person, one group, one organization. So before we talk about the left side, what are you guys' thoughts on what I shared so far?
Well, I'll speak on it. It's actually what you said. Okay, the people that are on here with me, Daryl Brown and Princess Brown, Diana Gordon is there. I saw Tasha French on an audio, may not have a visual, but I saw her on. We've been doing what it is that we do for, how old is Devin now?
She's 28.
We've been doing this for 28 years. And we see the same people all the time doing what it is that we do, okay? And so we feel some kind of way about it. April has been with us now. It seems like she's been with us forever, but she's been with us at least, 6 years?
Right.
Yeah. And so, but she's had her own thing to do and see. You get the information out there, you beat the ground, you beat the doors down. What's that laughing?
I'm laughing because trust me, I know firsthand, so I'm with you.
I'm just agreeing with what you said. I'm just a witness. I'm attesting to it.
Yep.
We see it. We know it to be true. I'm through with that.
No, thank you for that. Anyone else before I respond? Okay. So the beauty, this is how awesome God is. And this is what I tell people. Again, every single Black person, from my vantage point, is so strong and powerful because the fact that we haven't given up speaks to our spirit. It speaks to our strength. It speaks to like the oppression that the world has placed on us, and we still find a way to persevere and keep fighting on. So I just thank each of you for all that you do and the people you touch. Having said that, when we get in formation, and we don't have to stay in formation. When the police come in and SWAT, someone is watching the front, someone is watching the back, and the side. They don't all just walk in straight up and get ambushed from behind. So all the power that you guys exhibit already, all the connections you have already, just think when we line that up nationwide with like minds, like spirits, it's a powerful thing coming as we line up in formation to get certain things done. Then you go back to doing it your way, but at least we know how to synchronize when necessary, get over a certain hump, challenge, whatever, and then go back to, relax mode when it's time to come back again. We keep exercising that muscle of knowing how to be very intentional and collaborative. So having said that, now let's go to the powerful left side of this screen here. I want to zoom in here. So this can confuse the heck out of you. You don't have to get it all tonight. We at 7:30 more. So every Wednesday, all 4 Wednesdays a month is Economic Day to us. Every Wednesday. So Economic Day means we spend money with our own, just like Chinatown, Greek Town, Little Italy. Ain't nothing wrong with Blacks supporting our own. And we think they got to be said more because some people feel guilty saying we go do for self. And anyone that love you. They want you to be able to do for self. And anyone that don't want you to do for self, you should look at them a little sideways. So this is about us doing for self. And a stronger us means we could be a better human contributor, if you will. So what you're looking at here is how we took those same professions that you saw with the grades on the other slide, and we grouped them into 4 Wednesday formations so that every Wednesday we are making sure that those businesses are cross supporting each other. Let me say that again. what we've seen is that sometimes businesses in the same zip code are not supporting each other. I need to say that one more time. Businesses in St. Louis in the same zip code, not even knowing each other, and definitely not spending not even $1 with each other. We think that is unacceptable. We got to do better. Every Wednesday is economic day globally for us. So we're saying at least on Wednesdays, can you spend money with your own? Can you not spend money with people who don't care about our struggle and what we're going through? So what you're looking at here, anyone that sells clothes and apparel, any beautician, any chef, any DJ, entertainer, restaurant owner, seamstress, or travel agent, our team, Jennifer and I, my wife, all of us, every first Wednesday, there's a conference called Zoom, and we're getting those people to talk to each other, to meet each other, to spend money with each other. That's the commitment of that first Wednesday group, which is all of those professions. And we want to see that in every city, because if we got the apparel in St. Louis spending money with the restaurant in St. Louis, then they meet the Chicago apparel and the Chicago restaurant, it's only going to be stronger for us as a people. And it's like that for all 4 Wednesdays. Let's take the grades out for now. What do you guys think about that, what you see so far?
I think that's an awesome idea. I do. It's needed. It's needed because we don't spend money with our own, basically, here in St. Louis for sure. You know, or we're welcome to every other nationality, the Chinese. That's why a lot of African American businesses can't make it, or because they're not receiving the proper resources, first of all, and then we're not shopping with one another. So that's a lot of times these businesses fail just because of that, the resources that they have, the lack of resources that they have when they start up. So I think it's an awesome idea.
Well, on behalf of the Missouri Chamber of Commerce, you just hit on one of the hardest things to do, especially in our Black community, for them to do business with each other. As a matter of fact, that's a hard thing. A hard problem we have right now is getting these Black business owners together to actually, you know, in some cases, they view each other as competition rather than comrades, you know, to work together, you know, to do anything. And I know, as you know, we were now organizing for the chamber here in St. Louis, in this whole area, that we in the process now have to kind of create some jobs, opportunities to get Black businesses, you know, them Black businesses started, and to get them into the community. Matter of fact, another problem that I have was once we get somebody going and get them financed, which we do a lot of that for our membership, then once they start thinking they're successful, they leave you behind.
Yeah. You know, brother folks, I would say this to you, when Reven connected us, especially when the chambers are focused on Black businesses, like I say, people of color, that's secondary. First, like doing for self first. I said we're going to be able to support you so strong because Kansas City, Missouri is our teachers club. They got the national teachers. So you got 2 of our cities linked in through you. And here's the beauty with, I didn't tell you guys how we're financed. Here's the beauty with this whole thing. Because our financing is anti-grant, we don't do grants. We're never in competition with none of us. We don't do grants. Our whole philosophy is pooling together $1 a month, $12 a year. 46 million Black people in America. Our vision is to see $46 million come in one day, God's will. But the point is, we are using the dollar as an excuse to be connected with everyone. Because we think we got homeless people that still do 4 quarters with us. So the point is, every person that does the dollar, what it's really doing is us being able to connect them because they're a teacher. Now they get to the teachers network. They're a lawyer, they get to the lawyers network. So it's an organizing vehicle, but it's also cumulative. When you add it up, it's powerful. And the goal is to make sure that every zip code the dollars are coming from, that majority of that dollar stay in that zip code. That keeps us accountable. So if St. Louis send $100 in, $80 better have been spent in St. Louis with the children awards and things of that nature. So that way we are accountable to making sure that the dollars are circulating locally. So thank you for that comment. I just wanted to explain the money is gonna flow. Your Chamber of Commerce statewide is on the ground doing the work. What we are is more concept and we're more census. So we are meeting and collecting data and then linking it to whoever needs it. So we are not in competition ever because you're on the ground doing all type of stuff that's, financially, regulatory wise, help those businesses out. We're constantly meeting people who might move to St. Louis that you don't know. When we meet them, now we kick them up to you with the chamber. So there's no competition at all. It's synergy and synchronization.
Oh, well, I appreciate what you're doing, and I know that just recently, just a good example, one of our members, we was able to see her help her business grow. Oh my God, she had like 5 employees, 10 employees last year, and she got over 100. And was trying to pay her dues. She just said she wanted to resign from the organization, but to pay her dues.
What?
Just pray for her.
And but I just leave it right there. But I'm just saying, I can't count the members that we have. April and all them. They're familiar with Justin Peterson. That's why we located in that building there. So naturally, with Justin Peterson, we have to provide financial, help for a lot of our members who need help. And so that money we got from them is almost like a step away from us at the end of the day.
You know what I always do, Brother Ira, when it comes to ungratefulness, I think about Jesus, because honestly, we already know people will use you up until it's over. But if we doing it on to God, then hey, hopefully they'll come around and grow out of it. But now we're going to be partnering together to be an extra layer of support to you guys in Kansas City and St. Louis, at least.
I just put it in God's hand. I just, say I'm glad I was able to help you. Okay, and one day you may decide to come back. You may change your heart.
Yep, that's it. Excellent. The other piece, let me tell you, because St. Louis is the national headquarters for all the lawyers, that's going to be money coming to the city. That's going to be revenue coming to the city. And think about it this way. See that schedule there? Let me blow that up a little bit. As far as it can go. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
So the beauty is we already know each month when we meet new lawyers, based on, we got another dynamic that tells us when it's their turn, we'll be asking them to pour money into whatever town, whatever neighborhood. So if we meet some new lawyers next month, it's College Hill, we're gonna be asking them to support. So this tour schedule should be able to mean money to St. Louis. We have another document with 50 Black businesses in St. Louis. So when the people in St. Louis say, I don't know where no Black businesses are, we give them that list. So we should be able to measure the money that's flowing to our Black businesses or to the city of St. Louis through this system and this network.
One of the things that on the national last year, we had a brother, from, I guess on the West Coast, and what he had done was create a gift card that and only like most major corporations would donate money into the gift card, and they would in turn give it to their employees for holidays, stuff like that. But the problem that we found was that most of the money was not being spent in the Black community because there's not a registry for the Black businesses in St. Louis for them to go out and spend their money.
Yep. And if you remember, we always want to know your zip code, because we can tell you what Black businesses by a zip code that's close to you. So yeah, and that's the other part. Those businesses don't have time to create a block by block roster, block by block, work to do all that work. You know what I mean? They run a business. So that's the benefit again of having this system where it's keep repeating. This is the 4th Tuesday every month. Y'all see that? That's always the 4th Tuesday. So that's our reason to keep our files updated every single month forever. So that's gonna help them if they are putting that kind of funding in there to take away the excuse of not knowing where the Black businesses are. We know it by zip code.
Well, I applaud you for what you're doing and the time you put into getting us here.
But glory to God. So that's it. So the last thing, you guys, is those grades again. You see that there, and the conversation there again is if that mother, that ninth grader, and this is the beauty right here, you're gonna hear this. So that mother, the ninth grader's son wins the spelling bee competition or the essay competition, and it's coming from the landlords. Remember, every Wednesday is economic day. So we're asking her to name the Black businesses she supported. And granted, we're not saying if you don't do this, we're not gonna let your son win. But after a few times, if you're not being reciprocal, you know, that relationship gonna be a little strained. So our expectation is that we do for self, that we love each other enough that we circulate revenue. So if your son is winning, hopefully you can name 4 Black businesses at the end of each month. So that's the beauty of every grade. That parent is expected to circulate money with our list of Black businesses.
Tell me how the liquor store and the first graders, how does that correlate?
No excuse. Yeah, no excuse. That's a question I get all over the country. I would say it to you this way. They would never be in direct contact with that grade. It would be they finance only. So just know they'll never be influencing the first graders. This whole thing came about a long time ago. So a lot of this stuff, some of it is strategic, but a lot of it is just what we had left over. And it's easier, in this case specifically, a first grader won't understand all aspects of a liquor store. So it's easy to use the liquor store's money for whatever the first grader needs, the competition, stuff like that, without them doing commercials with our first graders and so forth. So there's no rhyme or reason to it. I wouldn't read too much into it. It's just their money. It would be,
hey, you explained it. I got it. I'm good. The other thing.
But let me tell you this with the liquor stores, just so you know, though, the Arab community has commandeered the liquor stores all over Black America, just so you know. And it's only a handful of Black liquor stores in this country. And that's a problem on another level because they also had the gas stations. Yep. All right, so we're at the almost 7:50. I want to invite each person to tell us what it is that you do, and if you have something coming up, and then let's decide anyone opposed to your number or email being shared, anyone opposed to it with us on this call?
Nope, not at all.
No one is opposed? Okay, good. So we'll make sure everyone get each other's contact information here. So I want to bring Melvin White up, what he's doing. Can you speak, Melvin White, with what you're doing? And because we only got 13 minutes, you guys, let's keep it at 2 minutes.
I'll make it quick. Well, first of all, my name is Melvin White. I'm founder and CEO of Beloved Streets of America. We're a St. Louis-based 501c3 nonprofit organization, and our mission is to foster collaborations among individuals, groups, and organizations to generate resources to revitalize and conserve all the streets that bears Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s name. And our 15-year study, we found out the majority of these streets to be in impoverished sections of the country, crime-ridden, and they're not up to par, especially they're not representing what Dr. King stood for. So we want to bring back urban agriculture, jobs, job creation, social programs. It's a huge initiative that we have. It's a national initiative called the National MLK Street Initiative. And you can find out more if you go to belovedstreetsofamerica.org. That's our website. Our phone numbers and everything.
Can you put it in the chat box, Melvin, while everyone is on here? You know how to do that?
No, I don't even know. No.
Okay. All right. Don't worry about it. We'll get it.
Yeah, we get it. I'm just making it brief, quick, because I know everybody got to talk, but it's a huge initiative. And we really like this networking thing to get everybody to know what we're doing, you know. So hopefully everybody can contribute it. We get our funding through grants and just regular ordinary people who believe in our mission. They donate. You can donate online, and that's it in a nutshell.
And Melvin, that's the bit, us working together. You can put us in the grant with you. We don't want the money. We just want to show that you got more bandwidth, more capacity.
Right. That's exactly one of our grants. The last one we just wrote a couple of weeks ago, they asked for some of the partners that we had, you know, and that would have been great to have you guys on board with us. But from here on out, we definitely looking forward to that. So,
All right, brother Ira, you want to go? We go. Let sister pastor go next to last, if you don't mind, pastor. I know you go bring the fire, so yeah. We got brother Ira, go ahead, sir.
Well, now with the Missouri Black Chamber of Commerce, we like for our business owners, to find out who we are, and that way we can help them sustain themselves with grants, financial assistance, as well as networking, because that's one of the problems you see here, the lack of people to work together, and especially here in St. Louis. Okay, most times I can have big meetings in St. Louis, mainly because I found out over the years that people don't want to come to meetings because somebody may find out who was there, go back and tell somebody else, okay, and they put them out of business. I mean, so we kind of tread along some crazy angles to actually be able to function sometimes. But through it all, we have succeeded. We are growing. And that's the first part of the year. It gets extra harder. We have one major project we got now is in Haytown, Missouri. I mean, I mentioned it to you guys, but we're building apartments down there, a supermarket, and some other things, which is generating jobs. And Haytown is the poorest city in the state of Missouri. And so the blacks here have nothing compared to what we have here.
I just noticed, Reverend, you mind giving your contact info out? Do you know how to put it in the chat box?
No, I don't.
Okay, all right, no problem. I just noticed that Reven Fellow's been sleeping on here. He been a sleeper cell, y'all. He been on here, and I just saw him. So we gonna make sure Reven speak. But Pastor, anyone else got any updates, anything that you're doing that we should know about? And we gonna make sure we hear from Reven too.
I don't really have any other comments or anything. Basically, I think everybody on here pretty much knows what it is that we do and we're going to be doing when we get to Chicago. So I'm going to leave it there. I want to talk some other time about the lawyers that are assigned to us, because someone called me today. They need a lawyer. And yeah.
Well, Pastor, I want to make sure Governor Jennifer, you still on here?
I am.
Jennifer, do your introduction, what you do. She is a business guru, got all her kids in business. Do your introduction, and you and Pastor Page should be working synchronized together because she's a powerhouse, and of course that you got St. Louis linked to you. So do your introduction. I mean, what you do, Jennifer, Governor.
Wonderful. Okay. Again, my name is Jennifer Price. I'm the CEO and founder of J. Price Kids and Company, skincare and home fragrance. I have 7 children, and they're all my business partners. We've been in business for 9 years. And actually, 4 of my own kids, the older ones, they have their own EIN numbers, and they're doing their own company up under the umbrella of J. Price Kids and Company. So what we're doing now, we're just trying to, I'm sorry?
I just said, oh my goodness. It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Yeah. We've been just pretty much trying to teach other kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just trying to teach other youth how to, you can be a boss. You can be one. It's not hard. Let us teach you. And then, I look at.
You gotta meet Reven too, because you did the Awakening show, and Reven got connections with Judge Mathis people too. So that's gonna be another. Okay. I gotta get you and Reven connected too.
Right. I'm also a screenwriter, so I've written a lot of things for a lot of people. I've ghost things such as Aaliyah, AJ Number the Number, Johnny P here in Chicago, may he rest in peace. India Ari, just a whole lot of people that I've done ghostwriting things for people. So that's what I'm doing right now, and also just trying to see what can we do here in Chicago, and also St. Louis and wherever else I'm needed. But yeah, that's what I do.
Awesome. Nah, I appreciate you. And so let's bring Reven up. Well, is my wife still on? Jamaica, you still on? Okay, she may have gotten off. But I want to make sure you guys know my wife reupholsters furniture. She teaches the young ladies how to take furniture that you might find in the alley and take something and tear it down as if taking the old you and then getting a new fabric that represents the new you, putting it on there and then auctioning it off, and the young women get to keep the money. So it's a ministry she has, and she's taking off. God is using her. So having said that, Reven, we know you've been sleeping on us, man. Go ahead, man. Take us home.
Take us home. I'm just pulling up to my own home. Now, man, it's an honor to see. Ain't it good when Black people come together, look good too? This is just a blessing. Y'all got your IN and I got my SSIN coming in. I hope coming on the first, but I appreciate it. EIN, everybody in, we all get in. But no, it's an honor to see Pastor Paige on here and the connection we made yesterday, and see how good God bring us together in one time. That's what technology gives us advantage of. In one day, I was literally on the phone yesterday from 8 o'clock into the morning to 6:55, connecting Black people from all over the world and all over here. So I just really thank God for using me to be a quarterback, point guard, vehicle that can bring people together like minds, that you don't have to screen everybody, because I can already kind of validate them, look through their resume. Now, what I want people to know, if I refer you somebody and they treat you wrong or you feel uncomfortable, let me know and then keep me in the conversation, because I can't jump on them. If you stay with them and don't tell me you with them, then you're going to be on your own. Because sometimes these people slip up. Also, you got to make sure that we love, trust, and respect one another, and give us some time to get to grow, love, and trust each other, because we are the gods we've been waiting on. And I'm just excited what God is doing. And man, also great news in Chicago, hot off the press, the Fabric Track Community Service Center model. The governor looked at it today. We emailed Jones Sr. They sat down, went through the book. He's going to be getting back to him by Friday. And so the governor does have our proposal. And if he get back Friday with the wrong answer, I'm going to get Ray, Junebug, and Charlita. So now, man, y'all know I'm crazy, but I'm loving on God and loving on y'all, man. Just keep us in your prayer. And just that God, we're going to come. And then that's my brother Ira with the Black Chamber out there, man, to work. This is the first time together. I didn't met him for a whole 2 years. I've never seen his face to the day, Siron. So you just zoom me and Ira. And he can't see me because I'm in the car. But man, brother Ira, the work you've been doing, I appreciate
We see you. No,
okay,
we can see you.
We see you.
All right, y'all can see me. All right. Well, like you said, I was trying to honeycomb hide out. But Ira, man, I thank you for being persistent and keeping the message going with our people. And it's just going to be some great things on August 2nd, April 2nd. We're going to be recognizing the assassination of Martin Luther King here with our young people. And then we're going to really, just some things are happening great. And Siron, I thank you for what you've been doing, and God has blessed you, because I want to tell you what Siron has done while we've been all meeting on what we met on and didn't know what to meet on and forgot what we met about. He is staying down in the valley with the people, preparing them and prepping them and telling them, hold on, the change is going to come. So you on this phone are the gods that we've been waiting on. Thank you and love everybody.
Excellent. Now, so anyone else, and we right on time, y'all. Anyone else? We got 2 minutes.
I got a quick announcement I forgot to tell you guys about. Next April 4th will be next Monday. I'll be one of the panelists on the National Town Hall meeting with dealing with gentrification. It'll be hosted by the National Urban League CEO Mark Muriel, and as well as the Newark, New Jersey's Mayor Baraka, and the host will be Dr. Ryan Daniels, and he's the president of the Institute of the Black World 21st Century. So that'll be at 7 p.m. April 4th, and we're looking for everybody to be on board, because we're talking about gentrification and trying to get some dollars on the national level. So
now, who is that speaker?
This is Melvin White.
Hey,
Thank
Melvin,
you
this
too,
brother Reeven. Oh,
I
man,
see you,
I
bro.
ain't
you,
seen
man.
you. Man,
You
we
felt
didn't,
like
we
I
didn't,
see you.
it's been 10 years. We've
I
been
already
talking
know,
for
man.
10
It's a
years.
pleasure finally seeing you, my man. You know, and I'm gonna shoot this
Wow.
flyer to you guys, and I would love for everyone on this call to join us on that Zoom call because we're looking to have a lot of people across the country on this call, this Zoom call next Monday, April 4th, 7
Yeah,
p.m.
Excellent.
please
Well,
send it
listen,
because we're on the team. Let me say it,
I think I sent you your email today, brother fellas. I sent you your email.
Well, I'm also on the team that's creating the African Bank. So I'm on that team with them brothers too. So we got to connect. But go ahead, Cyrus. I know you're on countdown. Go ahead, baby.
you know it's 8 o'clock. Yeah,
I already know. Hey, man, I appreciate you for having us on, man.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all. Thank God for all the connections, and look for an email to kind of bring all this together. And I'm gonna give y'all the link to the YouTube channel so you can share this with your populations. Godspeed, y'all. Thank you.
So I appreciate you.
Sorry, just jumping on the show. Just want to say hi to everybody.
Hey, Superstar Cheryl. Thank you.
God bless.
Take care now.
Good night.
Is that Terrence on there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, that my man Terrence. Yes, sir.
Can I say something quickly in closing?
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Terrence.
My name is Terrence Mitchell. I started interdisciplinary implementation about a year ago. I've been working with Reeving Fellows probably 20 years. I'm in the East St. Louis area, and I want to do boots on the ground in Missouri. So I'd like to talk to those of you on the phone that are actually operating over there. Two things I've been focused on. As my brother said, he's not interested in the federal money. I'm totally focused on the federal money, and I know that Missouri got $2,685,000,000. Illinois got $8,127,000,000. So that's been my focus.
Excellent.
Because
It's the people's money.
those dollars were issued based on the unemployment rates. So let's keep that in mind. And those dollars are being spent to reinforce a lot of the forces that we know that are not contributing to the advancement of our people. So while we're not approaching that money, they're using that money and diverting it for things we already said and voted against. Right. So I'm focused on those issues. I want to do boots on the ground in Missouri, and I'm part of the coalition as well. Thank you.
Right, appreciate you,
brother Terrence. Did you tell us that we can share your number with everyone? You okay with that?
Of course.
All right. So I'm gonna get that out to everybody. Man, we gonna rock and roll, y'all. Thanks, Reeving.
All right.